Hello motorcycle KTM lovers, it's Don here. This is my 2024 Duke GT. Got about 6,000 miles on it now. I bought this Scorpion muffler. It's been on there about 3,000 miles. I do like the way it sounds, but I just wouldn't mind it being a little bit louder. So this is the box that came with the muffler. So it has the information on there about. Very nice packaging, very nice box. It has a handle on the side. It's packaged very well. So here, I thought I would try this new, and I think Scorpion is the only one that manufactures, but this pipe here to eliminate this muffler. That's actually, bike has two mufflers. Of course, the catalytic converter's right here under the oil sight glass. That's part of the downpipes. Then there's a joint about right here. And then it has this like big chamber that's underneath here and goes up behind the engine. And the pipe flows right through, but it's perforated. And so I think it flows well, but you know, it does take away a lot of the sound. Without this muffler on, you start out, it is really loud. So this chamber thing really does work, even though it flows right through. So I'm going to eliminate that and put this pipe here on. Hopefully it won't be too loud, so we'll see. Let me start it up so you can hear. You might not be able to hear the difference between the two very well with the you know, video. The speaker on the phone is not the greatest, but here goes. Yeah, now the stock exhaust, I think it flowed well because this chamber here goes straight through and the muffler went straight through. But when I would be accelerating, once I broke the bike in, even when I would be accelerating, you just couldn't hear the exhaust at all. I mean, the engine noise would get louder, but you couldn't hear the exhaust. So this muffler here, you ride along 50 miles an hour, just cruising along, you do hear the exhaust a little bit. But I was just interested in what it would sound if it was a little bit louder. So like I say, hopefully it won't be too loud with this pipe. So I'm going to pause this video now. I do have a food scale, so we will weigh them both. There's not going to be any question this pipe is going to be much lighter. So I'm going to pause the video now, and once I get it all changed, I'll come back. Okay, so I've got the chamber off now. There it is. I don't know if you can see or not, but it just does go right through all the way. I can run a coat hanger through there like no problem. And it is large, so it doesn't really restrict much. So, all right, and it took about 15 minutes. I've had this off once before because I was going to try, I thought it was going to have baffling and tubes in it. I was going to cut some of that out to make it louder. But it actually goes straight through. So here's the food scale. It's on pounds. So let's sit this on there. So that is 6.241 pounds. And it feels, you know, it's over 5 pounds. So here's the 1.25 or 1.261. Okay, so I'm gonna pause again and put it on. Okay, so it's all on there now. It all went on well. I did have to put a longer bolt in this clamp right here, and because this, I guess this metal was a little thicker on the new pipe. So that was no big deal. I have a lot of old nuts and bolts in a couple of old drawers and stuff. So now I'll put the heat shield. I'm going to put this black heat shield on right here, and that covers up the clamp. I also, since I was having trouble with the bolt and the clamp, it was just so much easier just to take these two bolts out of the foot peg bracket, and I tied that back out of the way so that I had plenty of room there to work. So So it's all on. I'm going to put the foot peg bracket back on in the shield, and we'll start it up. Okay, so it's basically all done. I still have to put this bracket. That bracket went across that holds the kickstand, and that actually had to be taken off to get that chamber off. Other than that, it all went on well. It all lines up really well. Went back. I stood behind the bike. The muffler is nice and right where it should be. It's not turned or anything, so it all looks great. So let's start it up here and see what the result is. Well, that's definitely louder, and when you're on the throttle, it's going to be pretty loud. Then I can't ride it today. It's raining, and it's supposed to clear out tomorrow, so I'll take it out for a ride tomorrow. I don't know. It possibly will be too loud now. I don't know, but at least with the pipe now, I can, because what I was thinking with this chamber. Although it would be nice to get rid of that weight, but it's only about 5 pound difference. I was going to go to an auto parts store and get a just a small piece of tubing and put in there, and that would eliminate some of the sound going into all those little perforated holes, and that would make it somewhat louder and not too loud. Let me show you here. Let's get a light and shine down in there. So there, yeah, see it goes straight through, and there's the perforated holes, and like I say, it's just a straight shot going through there, and it's large all the way. It's very large going all the way through. So I thought about doing that. The only thing is it curves, and it would be kind of hard to get it in there, and then how to secure it, because you'd have to drill some holes in this area in here, I guess, and put some pop rivets in it or some kind of bolts somehow. And so it just it just seemed easier to put that pipe on, and maybe it won't be too loud, but yeah, it's sounding pretty loud now. And then maybe I could put some kind of, I do have the dB killer out of the muffler. That would be an option, or to make some kind of a baffling to put in the muffler. I've done that on a couple of my bikes, 3 in fact, that they were, I bought the kind of what I did here, and then it was too loud, so I worked on the muffler. So anyway, the quality, everything fit great. Like I said, I did need that little longer bolt because the clamp, I actually squeezed it with channel locks, and it still had to get a little bit longer bolt to get the bolt started. And I put the clamp back where it was supposed to be, the same area, and it's not touching the oxygen sensor. It has plenty of clearance, and also it's not touching the engine main cases or anything. So it all went on very well. So hopefully it'll be good, and I'll like it. All right. Hope this helps anybody interested. If you do want a pretty loud bike, that's a good way to go. So this was, I think, the mid pipe there was about $320. It's free shipping from Moto Machines, Sterling, Virginia. The muffler itself was, I think, $560 or so. The muffler, I had to wait a while. I had to come over from England. That's where the Scorpion exhaust parts are made. But the mid pipe there, I ordered it, and it came in about 2 weeks. So it wasn't much of a wait. Maybe they'll start stocking these mufflers and pipes, because from what I understand, these Duke 990s are selling. They'll be coming into the showrooms again in October, November. And one thing, I talked to the KTM main mechanic at my dealer, and he said we're selling these things and they're not coming back, so they're not having any problems. This mine's been great. I got, like I say, I got about 6,000 miles on it now. I bought it in the middle of March, and the only thing I had was the traction control, the button. It would add to the traction control while I was riding from hitting bumps. So I just took the plastic button off of the metal tang, and that took enough weight off of the button that it doesn't add to the traction control now. And it works just fine. I can reach it with my finger, my forefinger, and my thumb to add and subtract, which I basically just always leave it on level 1. And but the cruise control, I do use that from time to time, and that uses the same buttons, and it all works great. So no reason to take it back to the dealer. It's working fine for me. Real happy with the bike. I don't know of anything else out there I'd rather have. So, all right. Like I say, hope this helps. Stay safe. Bye now.